Hey, Jimmy Jams, your girl Ruth. Welcome back. It's the last and final number part 4, and this is about the Book of the Dead and the reason for the Book of the Dead. Okay, let's start. It's an ancient Egyptian funerary text, generally written on p.4 and used from beginning of the New Kingdom around 1550 BCE to around 50 BCE. The original Egyptian name for the text, translated Aura W NW PRT M HRW, is translated as the Book of Coming Forth by Day or Book of Emerging Forth into the Light, filled with mystical spells intended to assist the dead person's journey through the Duat or underworld and into the afterlife, and written by many priests over a period of about 1,000 years. Okay. The pyramids texts were written in an unusual hieroglyphic style. Many of the hieroglyphs representing humans or animals were left incomplete or drawn mutual, most likely to prevent them causing any harm to the pharaoh. The purpose of the pyramid text was to help the dead king take his place among the gods, in particular to reunite him with his divine father Ra, Ra. At this period, the afterlife was seen as being in the sky rather than the underworld described in the Book of the Dead. So it means more than just the underworld. Towards the end of the Old Kingdom, the pyramid texts ceased to be an exclusively royal privilege or were adopted by regional governors and other high-ranking officials. Okay, this is second. Okay. Okay, Wait by Mayat. When you die and you get to the underworld on your way, your heart being weighed against a feather or truth by jackal head Anubis, Anubis. The IDIS headed Thor, scribe of the gods, records the result. If his heart equals exactly the weight of the feather, HUNEFER is allowed to pass into the afterlife. If not, he is eaten by the warning CHIMERIC, devouring creature, AMMIT, composed of the deadly crocodile, iron, and hippopotamus. Vignettes such as these were a common illustration of Egyptian books of the dead. Placed in coffins and burial chambers of the deceased was part of the tradition of funeral texts, which includes the earlier pyramid texts and coffin texts, which were painted onto objects not written on Patmos paper, PAPYRUS. Some spells were drawn from these older um, books and dated to the 3rd millennium BCE. Other spells composed later in Egypt history dated until the 3rd intermediate period, 11th to the 7th centuries BCE. Some in tomb walls and some original spells. No single book of the dead. Uh, there's a whole bunch of them, okay? Many of them. Okay, the purpose of them was made up, what they had in made up spells and magic formulas placed in tombs to protect and aid the deceased in the hereafter. Why is Egypt Book of the Dead so important? Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Why is the Book of the Dead, Egyptian Book of the Dead, so important? The royalty guarded the sacred rituals that granted divine favor after death, but it was for the rich. But then the poor also benefited from it. Prepare for afterlife where Osiris, god of the underworld, would judge them. Okay. Okie dokie. Uh, then we have this young man. Where is the paper? Oh, sorry. Right here, Ra Sima Ba. He's talking about the underworld as well. And he's also talking about how long does your soul last after death? He's asking specific questions that he found in the books. So the basic levels: soul body, mental body, divine body. When the physical dies, the others have shelf life. Okay, so when you die, your soul has 250,920 days to last, to do whatever, I don't know. And the ages, that the age of Aquarius is going to be 2,160 length that is going to last. Okay, only if you enlighten spiritual work, if not, has no entrance. If you did what you're supposed to did here, you become if not, you become a spirit or a ghost. If your family keeps feeding, honoring you, it lasts longer. So that's why we have to what? Honor our ancestors, respect them, so they can get them out of there. Like I read about what a lot of cultures do to help them out. That's what we got to do too, y'all. You know, because everybody deserves a second chance. If, okay, ancestor money, you know, incense, altars, do spiritual work while you are alive, eternal life much as possible. Elderly and family, celebrate your elder's birthday while they're here, okay? Say in groups of nines, okay? To make family strong, wise, spiritually, totally conscious, aware. So if you celebrate their birthdays, every ninth birthday of theirs, it'll make your bloodline stronger, okay? Start celebrating the elderly, y'all. How to grow your soul. Okay. It's 18 breaths per day, which is 9. Okay, he adds a lot of numbers together. Don't die the second after if you don't study here spiritually. It's like, don't die the second death if you don't study spiritually here. It's like keep going to the first grade all over again, and you don't remember a thing if you get the second death. Okay. How to reincarnate into good family. Be born to a noble, happy, spiritual family, your choice. If you did what you're supposed to do it here, you know, when you go into, you know, you bypass that wall and go up in there, you come back, you can do whatever you will, be born wherever you want. I explained to you about that. The reason you came back to is to finish and stop your karma. Um, we all will be born again. Start now while you are here to imagine a great family when you reincarnate. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I knew it wasn't nobody. They speak through our chakras. Did I stop here? Yeah. They speak through our chakras. Family history, tree, open lotus, flowers, chakras. Happens once a year. Valley of Kings, ancestors. Ancestors hide around you. The ones that's sneaky, that want you to keep on with their habits, okay? You want the ones who are peaceful, spiritual, not the ones who will use you, okay? Let's see. Go to the gravesite, tombs, and have dinner and celebrate with your ancestors. Enjoy that day. Some people camp overnight, and the Day of the Dead, decode the Book of the Dead, line astrology, line 9, reverence. He says if you study your birth chart yourself and your kundalini, work on it, okay? You need to start to understand and study. Okay, we switch to the birth chart, y'all. Well, for that. This is very important right here. The signs, constellations, share Ra Ra and birth chart, kundalini for your chart voodoo. It says raise your life force in a respectful way. So learn about voodoo, kundalini, your birth chart. Okay, Ra. The gods and stars will bend to you. This is how you get favor. with your ancestors and the gods, okay? While you're here, while you're still alive, study your birth chart, study you, okay? In every shape, form, your path, the whole 9 yards, your blood type, all of that, bloodline. The gods and stars will be into you. If you use Kundalini yoga while studying your birth chart, sing to your chart, vibrate mentally, heavens rise and equator, in order to make those gods in the heavens obey you, will obey you. Helps you change your karma through yoga, getting your needs fulfilled. Beings of the depths and the 12th house of zodiac shall worship you. You are not stuck of bad karma of your chart. Do dances to the stars and earth according to your chart. Your life will bloom. How to do this? To write for the sun sign chart every day. So study yourself every day. Tahiti, the god of articles, god of wisdom, worship your chart, elevating the stars and providing your karma. Let this god, your article, he can write for you every day, knowing how to read it. Casting lots, that's another one, going to another part. Binary methods. You have to learn what the articles are saying about your chart. Transit, daily transit every day. Find out what your chart is to do is to do that day. You're supposed to throw lots. Okay. Once you have your chart, now it's in the Bible too. He was talking about throwing lots. I didn't know what that means. He say throw bones and chains and shells and coins, and it's a pattern. It's what you're doing. I'm gonna find out more what that means at your chart. Cast lots down forward, drop them, falling down to earth. I know if y'all remember uh what's his name? 30 Signs of Astrology. He was talking about coming down. When you meditate, you can see things falling down, how people accidentally fell, accidents happen and will fall down. What else he's talking about too? He's talking about casting lots. The beings of heights, depths, earth, God of God of doubting, above and below, will worship you if you learn astrology prediction. Work with them using rituals, magic, voodoo. Must fix your birth chart to work, unite. So you got to fix you. That's very important. The mem I read the Maya. Okay. 12 house on earth. Fruits of your life be read by casting lots. Okay, Mayat, he's mentioning it itself, law of karma itself. You were you are where you are in life by the right of your consciousness. So you choose to be where you are. Chart 12 house on birth chart, they are because of the right of your consciousness. Mathematics is Mayat of your consciousness. Have general external circumstances, synchronicities. So your job is to see that the karma you have represented the truth of your consciousness, and those karma bad the truth of your consciousness. That's who you are. If we all have been resurrected, reincarnated, then we should know by studying our Akashic records to show us what to choose in order to die or be immortal. Don't you think? Okay, that was my little 2 cents. Okay, now I'm coming to another person who read another part of the Book of the Dead. And it says that this is all according to your consciousness as well, what you're going to see after you pass, if you don't learn the secrets of mortality and find it in time, okay? He said you're, let me see, wait a minute, hold on, y'all, make sure I got the first page first. Which one was the first page? Yeah, this was first. A collection of ancient Egyptian funerary texts from various periods containing prayers, spells, magic formulas, and hymns to be used by the souls of the deceased for guidance and protection on its journey to the afterlife. Charms, a guidebook for the departed on his long journey in the unseen world to the abroad of the blessed. shows the attention the Egyptian religion gave to the state of the dead, certain chapters of which show a tendency to become welled together into a book of fixed content and a uniform order. Okay. Pyramid text and the Book of the Dead. By the time of the dynasty, some earlier chapters of the Book of the Dead had been provided with a triple commentary. Help Egyptians prepare for the afterlife were Osiris, god of the underworld, would judge them. Thor wrote the book for the benefit of the dead and are directly connected with him were called, according to documents read under the dynasties chapter of coming forth by the day one Nubric in the Patmos of Nu. Okay. Spells, chapters, or utterances to name the Paprus, P.4, to pass safely through any difficult or dangerous situation in the afterlife. Okay. Helps you navigate the afterlife. Book of Life and Death. Law of Mentalism. What happens in the Egyptian afterlife? They believed in immortality. To ensure the continuity of life after death, people said had paid homage to the gods both during and after their life on earth. When they died, they were mummified so the soul would return to the body, giving it breath and life. Hades, god of the dead, king of the underworld. When we read that, god of wealth as well. When we read that, I'm gonna find that right quick, y'all. Sorry. What is it? It says Hades, the unseen wealth one, or the giver of the wealth, god of the underworld, son of Titans. Okay. He's a deity, Zeus's brother, Poseidon brother, all that kind of stuff. Egyptians used the Patmos plant to make sails, clothes, mats, cords, and paper. This was their chief writing material in ancient Egypt, was adopted by the Greeks, and was used extensively in the Roman period. Okay. The Ozark, the Pentulum. Rome means taking over the Moors, so y'all know the Moors were, right? Panarus mean a material on which to write, prepare for then strips of the pit of this plant laid together, soaked, pressed, and dried, used by the ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans, and ancient documents, a manuscript of scroll written on the material. How do you get to the Egyptian afterlife? Religious doctrines included three of afterlife and ideologie, belief in an underworld, eternal life, and rebirth of the soul. The underworld, also known as the Duat, had only one entrance that would be reached by traveling through the tomb of the deceased. Religion creates separation. Remember that. Maya spelled Mayet, an ancient Egyptian religion, the personification of truth, justice, and the cosmic order. A daughter of the sun god Ra, Re. She was associated with Thor, god of wisdom. When your mind becomes more and more attached from this eternal world, you're on your dying state before death. You leave the weight of the body behind. Wow. Okay. Wow, you are free. Everything now is sound. We're talking about dying now. I'm sorry, y'all. Switching back and forth. Everything now is sound and colors. Light of reality. If you recognize and not afraid, you can go to higher heights. If not, visits of Buddhas. This is all in your mind state. Visit of Buddhas and other beings will appear first peaceful, then wrathful form. So whatever God you believe in now, that's what's going to appear. Many different views to enlightenment, false and real. Which one? You must leave earth through thoughts behind. Know that all was a lesson. Okay. Bekani led to existence. Next come terror, judgments by Mara, Lord of Death, and the pursuit of torture by demons. But these are all the things that were taught on earth through religion. You must recognize this to pass on, to liberate from the vision. If not, you will become future birth in one of the six realms. You can still stop and recognize the trickery. Do not fear or panic. Stop or confront fear and get liberated from it. Stop and confront your fears. Start doing that now before you die. Saying maybe this one on the earth I just left, I am no longer bound to these ways. I am a spiritual being and I am free to explore new heights. In this, if this fails, a new birth will begin. Refuse to give in to the anger or passion. Don't be upset when it's time to die or when you're dead, preventing the beauty of where you're going. Six realms of existence represents various states of mind in which of our consciousness is continually reborn in different ways to experience in the world. Let me see. Before I read that, I want to. I know I'm gonna have enough time to do that. I'm gonna read this one right here. Hold on. Yeah, I kind of told y'all about a little bit about death, a lot. So just recognize it as earthly things. Things you watched on TV were taught, all is gonna come at you. Now this is important when the person too close to dying. If one is close to dying, who is dying, it's a very important to be truthful about what is happening to them, so that there is trust, friendship, and communication. As a person's physical and mental conditions deteriorate, he or she develop a higher awareness of the emotional atmosphere. So that zone of state of mind, extremely important, becomes important to the dying person. It is important to know what they are going through or whether you are really having a real contact with a person. But the essential thing is to continue to provide a stable environment so that automatically conscious and aberdo will be attached to that. So make sure you comfortable, be truthful with them. Tell them don't be afraid of going on the other side. Don't be angry. Don't be mad. Remember, a lot of things they see on the earth, they'll see there. Don't look for it. Look, this man right here, he says go straight for the darkness. You know, if they are allowed to leave that has melanin, he said go straight for the darkness. Bypass everything. Don't get mad. Don't be scared of what you see. Just bypass everything. Go straight for the darkness. If I got time, I'm going to do my 6969. Well, it just came to me. I seen it, and I had been using this number for years. I'm going to read a little bit. This number came to me. I use this number a lot, okay? Necessary to end, it means necessary to end something right now. A new opportunity, and now it may be the time to start something new. New partner, job, or build with the one that you have, if it's the right one. Certain periods of your life need to end. All what does not serve me, my highest good, time to transform. That's the way I took it. There are so many options, and you should think about endings and conclusions that you should make in the near future if you learn something from your previous experiences, and if you make good conclusions, then you will not repeat your old mistakes in the future. Do not be sad that something is going to end in your life. 6969 Angel is giving a new opportunity and start something new. I take as my soul group or partner. No financial worries in the future. They are taking care of this and everything will be good. I've been so worried about this, y'all. Replace old with new and receive the new that will be better for me. They will help me focus on the spiritual side of life, not money, my path to follow in the future. I will get a stable partner, love, joy, heart will be worn again and feeling safe. So I thought that was kind of cool. Everybody should be going through that, and that was cool for them to show me that. But I'm going to go ahead and end Jimmy Jam, and I hope you understood. Research more for yourself, and got to believe nothing I'm saying. And I hope it helps someone. And until next time, Jimmy Jam, I thank y'all for listening. It's your girl Ruth signing off. And would y'all like, subscribe, share, and comment? I really appreciate it. This is the last one, Jimmy Jam. All right, bye, y'all. Take care. Love y'all.